Hey guys, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. We have our mini solo cook set by Snow Peak, and tonight we're going to do a boil test, or just boil some water in it, see how it works, see how this kit works with the stove and everything nested inside of it. We have 12 ounces of water we're going to bring to a boil, and then we're going to have us a Starbucks Via after dinner drink, and on this Friday, July 11th, 2014. So we'll get this kit unpacked and set up, and we'll get the water on the boil, and we'll make ourselves a nice cup of coffee. Alright, if you guys remember from my tabletop review that when I did the tabletop review, I loaded the cook set up just as I would in my bug out bag, my get home bag, and so everything that's in was placed in there, is still in there, and as part of this kit everything was weighed. If you want to go back to that video and get some details on how much this set weighs, you can. But so we have our fire steel, we have a cigarette lighter, we have our Soto stove, our pair of hot lips, and the fuel for the stove. Okay, so let's set the stove up and get the water in there and get it on the boil. Okay, getting back to getting the stove ready. The stove is set up. This video is the sun is setting, so there's a little glare. I don't know how it's going to come out in the video, but it looks pretty clear through the camera here. But we got our Soto stove set up on our isobutane fuel. Now we'll add the 12 ounces of water to our Snow Peak cook pot. And remember, this pot holds 28 ounces of water, so it's not even half full, as you can see here. Okay, and then that pot sits just like so on the stove. That's what it looks like. And so what we'll do now, we'll put the lid on, we'll light our stove, and then place the pot back on. Let's get this stove lit. This has an automatic lighter. Turn our stove up. Okay, you're not going to be able to see the gas too good, but the stove is on. And so it is 6:40 p.m. and we'll time that and get this back when it's ready to boil. Give you guys some close-ups of this pot, cook pot, on the Soto stove. Hopefully you're getting a good view. Again, you're not going to see the flame too good because it's pretty bright outside, but it is humming along. It's now almost 6:43, so let's check out our water. Water's getting ready to boil right now. So we don't want to bring this to a super rolling boil. We're just having coffee, so I think that's good enough. So about 3 minutes and we're ready to go with 12 ounces of water. And we got our hot lips on our mug and our Starbucks Via ready, so we'll shut our stove off just like that. That's done. And what I do is I always carry a bandana, and so we'll get the camera reset back on the tripod and get this coffee made. Okay, remember this sip cup or drink cup is 10 ounces, 10 fluid ounces, so we're not going to fill it up to the super top, but take our lid off, grab our mug with our bandana, pour our hot water in. The Starbucks Via, guys, that's the stuff to get if you're going to pack a bug out bag, go camping, hiking, whatever. The Starbucks Via packets are going to probably be, they're a little more than the regular coffee that you buy like a Folgers or Maxwell House, but the Via packs are just really, really good coffee. So it's worth a couple bucks to spend on them and to have them in your pack. And so The pot worked out great. It boils water with no problem. And we'll come back and sip our coffee and see how these hot lips work. I've never used them before. All right, guys. Let's give this a taste. Hope I'm in the camera here. This is our cup, and there's just less than 10 ounces in here. Water is piping hot, and we'll put our hot lips up. Coffee's nice and hot. Did not get burned on the titanium, on the cup at all. Both my top and bottom lip or my tongue. Very comfortable. Very nice set. And again, for my purposes in the field, I just need to boil water. I'm not going to be cooking gourmet meals in this setup as a bug out bag or a get home bag. So as long as I can boil water, have a hot beverage, or add hot water to a dehydrated meal or a freeze-dried meal, I'm basically good to go. Even an MRE, I can heat up in the MRE heater or eat it at room temperature. So that doesn't concern me. What concerns me is being able to boil water to purify, if I had to make a hot beverage and to rehydrate dehydrated food faster. So thanks for joining me, guys. That's a boil test on the Snow Peak Mini Solo Cookset. Pot, lid, and cup nested together with the kit that I put together, including the hot lips. Thanks for joining me. Take care and stay ready.